everyone, it's Lexi and today I'm going to be doing the Unpopular Book Opinions tag. This tag was originally created by the Book Archer and I will link their original video down below. So just so you all know, these are like my honest opinions. I don't mean to make fun of anyone who does like these books. It's just not my cup of tea. So the first question asks, a popular book or series that you did not like. So for this one So the first book that I would have to choose for this is Fangirl by Rowell. I know this is a book that a lot of people love on BookTube, and I saw like all this positive reviews about it, so I decided, I'll pick it up. And I don't know, I really hated the main character and just like the story itself. I was like, I just want this book to be over. I did not like the kind of like the fan fiction part and just kind of like the choices that she made. Just throughout it, I thought they were very unrealistic, especially like even just kind of like the freshman, experience in university. I didn't feel was an accurate representation of what it actually is like, and just kind of her decisions. It was just, I did not like that book at all. So the next book I have is We Were Liars by E. Lockheart, and again, I heard so many great things about this book on BookTube, but overall, like, the book was just kind of meh. The writing style was very choppy. It would be like, I did not enjoy reading it in the story, like, itself. The storyline itself, like, I could see the big, like, turn on the end, but I don't know. I didn't feel like the story was worth living. It was hard to keep track of, like, all the different characters because it was just so all thrown at you at once. So the last kind of series would be Twilight. My aunt got me all 4 of those books for my birthday before like the films became quite popular, and it took me over a year just to read the first one. The writing style is just horrible. Like this Bella, I don't know how to say about her. I think because I do read a lot of books with strong female characters, to go from like from the Hermione Grangers to Bella is just like a shock, and I just hated her. I felt like the relationship that she does have with Edward was a bit inappropriate. So the second question is a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. I think hate is like a strong word to use, but for this one I chose like a book series that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, so I chose the Gallagher Girls series by Ali Carter, and these are like, I really enjoyed these books. I've read them since middle school, and they're just really good. They have like very good strong female characters and like friendships and like kind of adventures, and kind of like the Harry Potter series, they kind of start out for a younger audience and they kind of grow up with you. And I especially love it. It's about spies and kind of like spy school and saving the world. So yeah, I'm surprised I don't hear a lot of people talk about these books, and because they're really good. So question 3 is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP you didn't like. So for this one, I have 2. I know I'm going to probably get a lot of heat for this. Maybe not, who knows, but Tris and 4 from Divergent. I don't know, like I was reading it and I was like, 4 is kind of mean. Even throughout the whole series, he's very mean. He's kind of moody and he's not very nice to Tris. Like, even though they, like, I watched even like the movie adaptation of it and as well, and he's still kind of mean. He's very distant, and I don't think they have like a very good realistic relationship. Even though Theo James is very attractive, I feel like his character of 4 is very mean. And then also, I would have to go with, even though they didn't like end up together, they don't end up being a couple, would be Gale and Katniss from The Hunger Games. Even from the first book, I'm like, Gale is gonna be a jerk. I could tell, and I didn't like in the second one how they kind of like are like a couple. Maybe they're not, who knows, but I don't know. I really did not like that like friendship. I could understand. I didn't like kind of like the love triangle of it, but I don't know. I'm happy it worked out in my favor with that. So question 4 is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. I think sci-fi is kind of like I kind of read everything, but sci-fi is the one. I don't think I've read any sci-fi ever. So I don't know if Slaughterhouse-Five counts, but I don't know. I didn't like that either, so maybe that's why. So question 5 is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. For this one, I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for too. I'd say Malfoy from the Harry Potter series. I know like a lot of people love his character because of like the movie adaptations, but in the book, like he's like a horrible, nasty little prick. I don't know why people love him so much, but it's like, ugh, Malfoy. Yeah. I can understand why from like the movie perspective, but like if you're looking at from like the books, I don't see him as a very likable character. So question 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into. So for, like I said before, Rainbow Rowell, I just don't really like her writing style. I really do not like Fangirl. I guess another author would be E. Lockhart. Her syntax is just very annoying to read. Like, it was so choppy, and just like the storyline wasn't good at all. And then this one is probably going to cause a lot of controversy. It is John Green. I've read Paper Towns, The Fault in Our Stars, The Abundance of Catherines, and Looking for Alaska, and I really enjoyed The Fault in Our Stars. I liked Paper Towns, but Looking for Alaska and The Abundance of Catherine, like, I didn't really like that much. And he's kind of like an author, like if he put out a new book, I don't think I'd go out and buy it. Like, I'm happy with the 2 that he's written. I don't think I'll probably read any more of his books. So question 7 is a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. So for this one, I think I would have to say love triangles. They're not realistic. They don't happen in the real world. And then also I would have to say insta-love. Again, they don't happen in the real world, and it's just not something that I like reading with, and it's just been overused. So the question 8 is a popular series that you have no interest in reading. I'm gonna have to say, I think it's for this book series, it's popular amongst a specific group of people. For obvious reasons, but I would have to say 50 Shades of Grey, that series. I can't even, like, I've heard some of the things that happen in that book, and it's disgusting. Like, I don't know, I'm not judging people who read it, but it's just like, it's diminishing to women and just human species in general. So that will be a book that you will never see me reading, ever. So question 9 is, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the books? So for this one, I don't know. I will have to say, people are probably going to freak out, but The Hunger Games, I have like a love-hate relationships with the Hunger Games book. The first book was, okay. I didn't like the narration that much. Like, I found the Katniss's perspective to be really annoying, because she's like, the whole time I have to do this for Prim, I have to win. Like, that was basically the whole book, and it just kind of got annoying. The second book was amazing. I loved it. It was very smart. It was just very enjoyable to read. And then the third book, I had, the first half of the third book was just Katniss sleeping in a closet. Then it picks up towards the end. But I feel like if I could choose between reading the books or watching the movies, I would watch the films. I think Jennifer Lawrence does a good job at portraying Katniss and bringing her to another level. And I feel like the films do complement the movies, but I feel like the cast and then all the elements of the movie, I feel like they're more enjoyable. The first movie, though, the cinematography was really weird, but the Catching Fire and then Mockingjay Part 1 were really good. I really enjoyed those ones. And so the next book I would have to say would be The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And the book was good. I feel like I enjoyed the movie a lot better. Well, I feel like the movie did a good job with the storyline. I feel like the story itself is very, very important, but I feel like if I, again with the Hunger Games, if I could choose between the book or the movie, I would choose the movie. And I don't know, I think the movie did a good job of complementing the book, especially because it does deal with some dark subject matter. But I feel like the cast in this film really brought out, like, made it more enjoyable for me as well. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if there are any books that you think I need to reconsider, like if you agree with me. So I would love to know what you guys would think about this. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.